So here we go, tricks for kicks. New trick every 4 weeks. And this week we're going to do some back-arounds. And here's what we hope to look like with Brinkley and Susie and Sully. So let's get started. So we're going to assume that all your dogs have already been in the gates and that they're pretty used to them. If they haven't, then let's do that. Before we do this, I want all the dogs to have been in their gates and comfortable inside the gates, not afraid of them. Okay? So I'm going to set up my gates. When I bring my dog in, his first food is going to be right here because we're going to go backwards around this way. And I'm going to shut my gates and I'm going to keep feeding him while I'm doing that so he doesn't get nervous. And you want your gates, I'm going to start with them like this, but I'm probably going to bring them down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to bring them down a little bit right now. And I'll stop him from going around that way because he knows he's around. That's very nice. And then I'll just stick my foot here and I'll do my first click right away. And I have a mirror here that I can see when he moves, which is kind of nice. I have food in both of my pockets because it's important that I'm able to feed out of both hands and bring his head out a little bit. Yes. 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 Boy. Yes. Bring his head out. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Feet out. Feet out. Not feet out. Okay. Just block them when they go the wrong way.
Okay.
Yes. Good job. Good job. Yes. Switch hands. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Yes. Notice where I'm feeding.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Good job. Good. Bring his head out again to keep that momentum. About to the point where I don't have to use pressure with my feet anymore, so I can try to keep them a little more still. He kind of has the idea that I'm going to look over here and see if it goes this way. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. And then I'm just going to block a little bit if he goes the wrong way. There. I'm going to feed with his head out. That moves his butt in towards the turn that I want him to make. And I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on him, but I am going to block him from going the wrong way. You can see the gates are a little bit big. So let me get him back turned around correctly. That's a good boy. And when he does it himself, I'll go ahead and feed that. I won't click it, but I'll feed it. Good boy. Good boy. Nice work. Head out, Colt. Keep the head out so the tail butt comes in. But I'm not luring him to go where I want him to go. I'm clicking the second he moves that rear end. Yeah. Very nice. I'll click again. Whoops. Whoops. Now, monkey. He's a little monkey. Just get him back on track.
So here's Susie, and she's a little bit more experienced, but she hasn't done these in a long time. So I'm basically putting her back in the gates and starting from almost the beginning. But you can see she pretty much has the idea that she's supposed to go backwards.
Held off on the click a little bit there. See if she'll just keep going. And when my dog got to this point, I would go ahead and add my cue, which my cue is scoot. So for this side, scoot, 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 scoot. Girl. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Girl. Scoot, 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 scoot. They end up where they stop. And when my dog got to this point, I'm going to start to move the gates. And this is not going to be all in one session, people. You might start, like if they're at this point, do 2 scoots in, then open your gates in the same session. Bring her back in, get her set up. Get her set up, and give your cue. Scoot, scoot. Girl. Scoot, scoot. Good girl. Feet in place where I want her to actually stop. Scoot, scoot. Just a second sometimes. Scoot, scoot. Good girl. She hasn't done this for a while, so she's probably getting a little bit tired.
So here I'm going to use Buddy to show us how to remove the gates. So like with Susie, we just first open the gates and give the dog our cue. Then we're going to open them a little wider and actually take a step out. Probably you wouldn't want to take as big of a step as I just did there. And again, here is the finished product.